Welcome to the The Gunners Arsenal part ways with head coach in dramatic mid-season decision. In a shocking turn of events that has sent ripples through the football world, Arsenal Football Club has officially confirmed the sacking of their head coach, bringing an abrupt end to a tenure that was both promising and polarising. The decision, announced in the early hours of Thursday morning, has left fans, players and analysts alike stunned as the North London club now enters a period of uncertainty and transition. The announcement. The club issued an official statement through its website and social media platforms. Arsenal Football Club can confirm that we have parted ways with our head coach with immediate effect. We thank him for his commitment and dedication during his time at the club and wish him all the best in his future endeavours. No further details were provided in the initial release, but sources close to the Emirates Stadium have confirmed that the decision came following a string of poor results, mounting pressure from fans and concerns from the club's board about the overall direction of the team. The background Arsenal began the current season with high hopes. After finishing strongly the previous campaign, narrowly missing out on the Premier League title, expectations were at an all-time high. The board had backed the manager in the transfer window, bringing in key players to strengthen the squad, including a new striker, a creative midfielder, and a promising young defender. The club's hierarchy believed this was the season Arsenal would challenge seriously for silverware. However, things did not go according to plan. Despite a bright start, results began to dip in October. A string of draws against mid-table teams, coupled with frustrating losses to traditional rivals like Manchester United and Chelsea, quickly saw Arsenal slide down the league table. By December, the Gunners were out of the top four, and whispers of unrest in the dressing room began to surface. Fan frustration. The fans' patience was wearing thin. Emirates Stadium, once a fortress, had become a ground filled with tension. Chants of disapproval, boos at full time, and calls for managerial change became increasingly common. A particularly dismal performance against newly promoted Sheffield FC, where Arsenal lost 2-0 at home, marked a tipping point. Social media was flooded with the hashtag #TimeForChange. Many long-time supporters believed the manager had lost the dressing room and, more importantly, the vision for success. Fan forums and radio phone-ins echoed with frustration. "We love the club, but we can't watch this anymore," said one supporter during a live BBC Radio London broadcast. Dressing room dynamics reports have since emerged of a fractured relationship between the coach and several senior players. Sources revealed that some stars had begun questioning the manager's tactical approach, training methods, and handling of young talent. One anonymous player was quoted saying, "The ideas were good, but there was no flexibility. We felt predictable. Teams figured us out quickly." The assistant coaching staff too were reportedly divided. While some continued to support the manager's vision, others felt he had grown stubborn in his decisions and unwilling to adapt. Training sessions had become more intense, but results on match days were not reflecting the effort put in. The final straw. The final blow appears to have come during Arsenal's recent Champions League outing. Facing an away tie against Atletico Madrid, the Gunners were expected to bounce back after domestic disappointment. However, what unfolded was a tactical disaster. Arsenal lost 4-1, with the defence looking disorganised and the midfield completely overrun. After the game, in his post-match interview, the manager appeared visibly frustrated and hinted that he wasn't receiving full backing from behind the scenes. Those comments did not go down well with the board. By the time the team returned to London, a meeting had been scheduled with the club's hierarchy. It is believed that during this meeting, the board informed the coach that his services were no longer required. Reaction from players. Several players have since taken to social media to thank the outgoing coach. Club captain Martin Ødegaard wrote on Instagram, "Thank you for everything, boss. You believed in us and gave us a platform to grow. Wishing you all the best in your next journey." Young forward Bukayo Saka also posted, "Grateful for the lessons and opportunities. Thank you, coach." Despite the well wishes, it's clear the dressing room had become a divided space, and many believe a managerial change was inevitable. The club's next steps. With the manager gone, Arsenal now faces the critical task of finding a suitable replacement. For the time being, the club has appointed their assistant coach as interim head coach. rumours are already swirling about who could take over permanently. Names being linked include former players turned coaches, international tacticians, and rising stars in the coaching world. The club has insisted it will take time to make the right decision, but fans are eager for a fresh start. Boardroom insight. Speaking to Sky Sports, an unnamed board member gave insight into the decision. This was not a step taken lightly. We recognise the work our former coach did, especially in transitioning the team after a difficult era. But the direction we were heading in wasn't aligned with the club's long-term ambitions. It is believed that the club will prioritise a coach with a strong record in both domestic and European competitions, someone who can build on the current squad's potential while also bringing a winning mentality. A legacy in review. The sacked manager's time at Arsenal will be remembered as a period of transition. He took over at a turbulent time, instilled a disciplined playing style, promoted youth, and restored some sense of identity. Under his watch, the club reached a Europa League final, finished second in the league, and brought through several academy talents. But in the end, football is a results-driven business, and when results fail to meet expectations, changes become inevitable. Fans mixed reactions. While many fans welcomed the decision, others were more reserved, expressing gratitude for what the manager had tried to accomplish. "He gave us hope again, especially after those dark years," said one fan outside the Emirates, "but maybe it's just time for something new." Another fan added, "It hurts because I really believed in him. But we can't be sentimental in football. We need trophies." Conclusion. The sacking of Arsenal's head coach marks the end of a dramatic chapter in the club's modern history. As the team looks ahead to a new direction, the coming weeks will be crucial. The decisions made now about leadership, tactics, transfers, and vision will determine whether Arsenal can reclaim its place among football's elite. For now, the club enters a new dawn, one filled with uncertainty, hope, and the relentless pressure of expectations from millions of fans around the world.